Hi, I'm Sean Swander with Swander Photography, and today we're going to show you how to import your videos from your camera into Lightroom and just set up the first few basic steps that I do to every picture before I even begin the editing process. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do after I've put my SD card in is go to the import button and click, and it's going to bring up a whole bunch of images, and some of these I've already imported. And uh, Lightroom's pretty good about knowing the videos you've already imported, but I have been able to trick it up before by moving files around. So just try to be really organized about how you insert different videos or different pictures. So I'm going to uncheck all, and I'm actually just going to click on all the pictures that I want to import, and I'm going to hold the shift key. If I want to click and get a whole group, I can hold the shift key like this, or I can pick individual ones with the control key and I can unpick them like that. But I just want these four, and if you click the check all button, it's going to check every picture. But if you click the checkbox of any one of them while you selected it, it's going to pick only the ones you selected. Okay, so those are the pictures I want to import, and I'm just going to go through and file handling the way I have it set up. I have render preview set to minimal. That's just going to help speed up Lightroom. I don't import suspected duplicates, and I save a second copy to my pictures backups. And then what I do with that is every once in a while I'll plug my external hard drive in and move all my backups to my external hard drive, and then I'll delete all my backup from that point. It just means I don't have to have my external hard drive plugged into my laptop all the time. So, and then my file naming system, you can change this if you want by coming here and under custom settings and hit edit. But I'm just going to explain to you what all these mean. Date Y means 4-digit dates. I like that. So 2013, and then MON is going to be APR because it's April, and then DD for I don't know today's date. So let's say it's 10th, so it'd be 10. The reason I have it that way is you go from largest to smallest. So when all my files are in order by name, they're also in order by date. And it just keeps the suffix that the camera adds to it. And you guys can take your time and look through all these options and set up a custom file name that works for you. Okay, moving right down, you can actually apply develop settings on your import. And we'll talk more about what that was, but say I wanted all my pictures to come in black and white. I could go to Lightroom, black and white presets, and I could pick black and white look 3, and all my pictures when they come into Lightroom would already be in black and white. But I have one that I already made that just adds some of the first tweaks that I like to do to pictures already, and we'll talk about those a little bit later. Okay, basic copyright information is the metadata I add. You can edit that, and there's a whole lot of different information. You can have Lightroom automatically add to your pictures as you upload them, including keywords and things like that. And what Google doesn't have a good way of finding images if you don't add some keywords that tell you what the image is about. So that's a good way to help your search engine optimization. Okay, and destination, that's just where Lightroom saves your files. So when you've got all the settings that you like, you just click import, and it's going to move them into a new library, and it just takes a second. And it's already added in some of the presets, and I said I would talk about those, and so I'll do that real quick. The presets that I add, I'll just recreate them actually. So these are already on my picture, so I'll be able to see them when I come through. But to every picture I add a little bit of sharpening, a little bit of noise reduction, and I enable lens profile correction. That lets Lightroom automatically get rid of some of the vignetting that comes with the lens I used. And the other thing I add, if I can find it, okay, is this camera calibration, or the profile, and I use camera standard. Adobe defaults as Adobe standard, which is a little bit different. Camera standard is going to be more like a JPEG, where it's going to add a little more contrast, a little sharpness, and you know, it looks a little better. And it's just one of those things that if I totally forget to retouch a photo, it's going to at least give it a little something more than it had before. So those are my initial presets, and if you wanted, you could actually add in, you know, if you want to add clarity to all your pictures, you could add clarity, and then when you're ready, you can come over here and save presets, and you check all the things that you want to add, and you could add clarity to that list, and then you could save that as your import preset, like that. And then when you hit create, it adds it right there, and that's a preset, and I don't want that one, so I'm going to delete it. Okay, so thanks for watching the video, and hope you learned something. Okay, so that's how you import your files into Lightroom, and just the first few steps of getting your files ready for your first steps of photo editing. Thanks for coming by.